Hello and welcome back to Let's Go Huntin'. Today we're here on Val-Des-Bois because our random selection was to hunt Ibex with the 308 carbon here on Val-Des-Bois, and hopefully I remember to actually edit in picking the random selection this time. Sorry about that I missed it in the last video. So I did not own this 308 carbon prior, but it was a gun I wanted to get, so when I got the suggestion I went ahead and got the 308 because like I said, I've wanted it anyway, so I just was pretty much waiting till the suggestion got picked or other possible reason to get it. But yeah, we spawned up here in the north like we usually do for Ibex. What I tend to do is kind of come down this way and then loop over kind of in between these two mountains, and then sometimes I'll end up coming back a little bit and then go down here, and then normally after that I fast travel down here to the south and walk up this way, and sometimes I'll continue over through here. That of course depends on how many Ibex I'm seeing and that sort of thing. So yeah, I am 0 weapon skill with this 308, so I brought the shooting tripod rest in case we aren't able to be prone for any shots, so maybe we'll get to use that a bit. But yeah, let's get going. Alright, so we've got eyes on our first Ibex, and it's not a bad one. I don't think it's a monster. We have 175 to 285 score estimate. So this will be our first shot with the 308 carbon. Kind of a long shot and not a preferable angle. It's at least broadside now. Actually, he looks a bit bigger. I didn't realize this curl went so far back. We'll let him stop though. I think we hit him. To be honest, I'm not sure. We got a bit above him there, like near his spine. Just gonna watch where he goes. Yeah, he looks hit. I think his head was down there. Yeah, we hit him. You can see the bullet hole there. Might even be intestines, so we'll just have to give him some time. I'll just take it slow and start working my way over there. Alright, so as you can see, our Ibex is down right there. So we did manage to just get the one shot, one kill with the 308. Despite the fairly long shot that was like 170 meters, I think, on 0 weapon skill. So it's probably not recommended to take your brand new rifle out Ibex hunting for long shots, but made it work. I imagine that was intestines. It looked like it should have been. And this may be a very difficult trophy shot now that I'm seeing it. Do we have blood? Nah, it's fleeting tracks, so we'll just find out when we pick them up. Just shoulder blade, actually. That's not what it looked like at all. 258, though. That is actually my personal best Ibex. So my first 308 carbon harvest is my personal best Ibex, even if it is only by like 2 inches. Hey, I'll take it. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. New personal best Ibex for our first kill of the hunt. Finally beat the one that I shot, I don't know, a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, with my Parker Python. I guess it would have been about a year and a half ago because it was in one of DD33's videos, so that wouldn't have been 2 years ago yet, but I shot it just about here, actually. Somewhere, I think I was over by that peak over there a bit more. I shot it something like 145 meters away with my Parker, and that was my personal best for all that time. But finally, topped that, and who knows, maybe we can even top the one we just got in this hunt. Alright, we've got another Ibex up here. Looks to be like a 170 male. Go ahead and take him out. Down he goes. So there was another male on this peak, but he was just in a spot like where I really wasn't going to be able to see him, so taking the shot and spooking him probably wasn't a bad idea. Hopefully we'll be able to see him again at some point. Actually, just see him. I haven't got eyes on him yet. Got tracks here from some females, it looks like. And I'm guessing that's our male. Tracks are going towards where he's at, so that would make sense. And here he is. Left lung shot. 174. Nothing too special, but at least we're getting some Ibex kills. It took a long time between the start of the hunt and actually even the first one. So hopefully this continues. Alright, so we've got a female Ibex here. I think there's a male close by. In fact, a very nice male. I am so glad I saw that. That looks bigger than the one we just shot, to be completely honest. Alright. Glad I saw that. Alright, he's down. Let's see if we can get this female. I can hear her moving around, but it doesn't sound like she really ran. Alright then. We'll mark the area we just shot that male at. Standing right about there. I don't really care to wait for this female because that male looked huge, so unless I can see the female from down here, I'm not really that worried about it. I might have to use a med kit. Is there climbing, like is there rocks that I could potentially put climbing gear here? I've, to my knowledge, never hunted Ibex down here. Show you where I'm at. I've moved down pretty far south of where I intended to be. Just tracking, I think, the Ibex we just shot. It was just a max weight track. But yeah, that was really lucky that we didn't shoot the female and then try to get the running male because he looked pretty good. So he should be. That might be him there. I don't think it is. No. There he is. Yeah, he looks like a really good one. Very nice looking curls. So we'll see. Do we just top our personal best once again? I don't know. I can't judge Ibex anyway, so. 267. We actually got our personal best Ibex twice in the same hunt. This time with a double lung shot at 185 meters, so definitely a good hunt. Alright, looking pretty good. Definitely a really nice Ibex, 267. That just blew our personal best that we just set out of the water almost by 10 inches. So at this point, I think I'm going to go to the south. I don't know, I've never really hunted down here, so I don't know if we're... Oops. I don't know if we're really at the end of, like, Ibex territory. But we've only gotten, I think, yeah, 3 so far. But 2 really good ones. Yeah, we'll go south. I tend to find a lot down there. So we've got a road here that I don't really care about. We'll head over to the climbing gear and get up into the Ibex territory here in the south. Alright, I just saw another nice Ibex. I went prone immediately because we're actually pretty close to it. But he looked to be maybe 230s or 240s. He had like the higher curl instead of like going way back. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. I think that's him that's chirping, so I probably shouldn't even be moving, but can't really get a shot from here anyway. He is right there. So you can see what I mean. The curl doesn't go way back. It just goes kind of up and then back down. Yeah, he's a max of 235. So he's probably 220s actually. It's not quite as big as I even first thought. Don't really have a shot at him. Guess we could go for the neck. Oh, there we go. There's another Ibex there. Looked like a small male, I think. Alright, he's down. Yeah, that is a smaller male. I'm so bad at shooting running animals, especially like in this kind of scenario where they're running back and forth on rocks and stuff. I tend to prefer to just save my ammo. I'm just going to watch where he goes. We'll probably be able to get a shot at him. Yeah, he's stopping up there. Alright. So he's down. Gonna have to mark that because don't want to lose him. I already lost him. Somewhere in there though. Alright, so our third good Ibex is down. This is probably already better than the Ibex hunt we had a while back where we killed 4 over 230. Because to have 2 over 250, and actually they were both really close to being 260, is really good. And now we just got this guy, 227. Probably not even going to bother with the trophy shot at this point because we have the 2 really good ones already. So we'll just run up and try to find this other male. So yeah, glad I came here to the south when I did, because that guy could have been long gone, I suppose, by the time we got to here. I wonder if this is the same track, because I didn't think that's where he fled from. Maybe it is. But yeah, liking the 308 carbon, whether it has anything to do with the fact that we've killed a couple of really nice Ibex, I don't know, but I like the sound of it, and it does look pretty good. I really haven't shown it off much in this hunt. You can see, nice design. The 2 to 10 black scope goes quite well with it. It doesn't take the Anschutz scopes, by the way. It takes like the ones that the 300s take. Alright, so we had spine 1 and neck bone 3 on this 174. Now let me see if that track disappears. I think it did. The first one I had back there disappeared, so that should have been the right one. Looks like we've got ptarmigan all around here, and a female Ibex up there, so I guess we'll go that way. Alright, so there's an Ibex way out there, 170 meters. Although I guess that's not even way out there at this point. We've taken a couple of shots further than that. I don't think it's the female that we heard, but it's a female regardless. Down she goes. So I would think that was a heart shot, and if that's the case, there was no bullet drop there at 170 meters. Bullet drop in this game really isn't that significant, although it does definitely happen. You can see it, especially when you're shooting like over 200 meters. Got an Ibex running over there. Is that a male? It's a female, a very small one, but she is slowing down, so we might take a shot if I can get off these rocks. Or get on this rock, I guess. Kind of meant get unstuck. Alright. So you saw I aimed at the top of her spine there. We probably did hit the spine, but I bet you it was at least a little lower than where we aimed. And how do I keep losing track as soon as I shoot? I don't know. She was somewhere in there. We'll find her. Got a lot of running to do now. Just took 2 pretty long shots in different directions. So let's see. We'll be at 6 Ibex after this one, or these 2 rather. So we're finally getting a good number of them, but like I said, already killing 3 pretty good ones, 2 really good ones. It's definitely been a good hunt. I don't even think we need to kill another one to make it I don't know, worth a video. It's already worth a video, I guess, to say it in that way. But we'll try to get maybe a total of 8. So that was not a heart shot, actually it was left lung, so it was even higher than I thought. So definitely not really any bullet drop there. So we'll head over to where we just shot the other one, and then we're gonna actually go down that pass there after we grab her. Oh, and we've got another Ibex running. Another what looks to be a female. So we'll do the same thing. We'll wait until she kind of slows down, which it looks like she just did. Trying to find a place that I can get prone and take a shot. Looks like she stopped entirely there. She is moving again. Down she goes. She's kind of probably straight past our Ibex almost that we already had. So that should be 7, assuming we can find the 6th one. And that one's not going to be too hard to find. There's like a snow cap right above her. But I think this one was definitely near my dot. I'm not sure how accurate I was when doing that. Let's see. Yeah, there she is. Fortunately, the tracking dome. There's another one. That might be outside the reserve. There's actually 2 there. I knew I was going to lose my breath, and if we make a poor shot, she'll probably get up on top of there and be unretrievable. If she's not out of the reserve, we'll find out here in just a sec. She certainly is not. We're allowed to take our shot, and she's down, so that's 8. I guess we're going to go for a bit more than 8 Ibex because I definitely want to go down that pass still. So here's this one. We did have neck bone actually, 190 meters. So that may have, it wouldn't have been bullet drop, I guess. It could have been wind. I don't know if wind really affects bullets. I know it does affect arrows in the game for sure. I'm not 100% on what happens with bullets though. That'd be something worth figuring out though. Ooh, we've got yet another male fleeing track. Going this way, I can only imagine we spooked him, you know, since we've gotten up here. So he's probably back here in this corner. We might get a chance to see him. If I can even climb up here, that would just be great. That might have been him with this female, I'm not sure. Actually, yeah, this is a female. 150 meters. So that's not the one we shot up on top. I think that was a bit further. Oh, here's our other female. Hiding behind a rock from where we were down there. 175.8 meter left lung shot. Alright, did we run right past her? Because I think, yeah, we definitely ran right past her. So, gonna search for that other Ibex just a bit, in case he is a big one. And then we'll head down that pass if we don't have any luck here. Alright, so I tracked that male a good bit, and I think he ended up going up over the mountain because that's kind of where his tracks led. We've got a female right here that's definitely alerted. You can hear her like chirping, and we're just heading down the pass right now. So hopefully she'll get out from behind the rocks. I don't know if we'll even be able to get a shot really from where we're at. Maybe a headshot. Could we do that? We'll probably hit the rock. Okay, she's walking out. Whoa. That was a ninja maneuver. She like turned really fast, and I'm pretty sure we missed. So we'll load up another clip. Hi there. There's a male. Alright. Trying to get the female still. She's kind of stuck. That's unfortunate. Grab our male then and maybe give her a fighting chance at living. Right lung liver. On the run. I guess, I'm not sure what's sending them back this way. Up here, maybe they're having trouble running down over the cliff. I don't know if she's actually going to be able to get unstuck. I can hear her. I actually don't even see her. Go the other way. This way. Oh, that's not going to work. You're not helping yourself. Alright, so. There we go. Uh-oh. We're falling down. I don't know if we'll be able to claim her anyway. Alright, got her fair and square. Can we... Uh-oh. We might not be claiming her, though. I don't have climbing gear. I know you can climb there, I just don't have the climbing gear. Because you can actually make it around it. And even use a med kit if you have to. Oh, boy. There we go. Scary times. Alright, so that's our 10th Ibex kill. I guess since I said we're going down here, we'll go down here a little bit and try to get at least one more. They do tend to be down there a good bit. There's tracks everywhere here. I guess that's... Ooh, we've got yet another male. Alright. 107 scoring female. Hopefully this male went down. Alright, so we've got a male Ibex out here. Although he is a pretty small one. It's one of the smaller males I've seen, actually. There's a female with him as well. Alright, he's down. We'll try to get the female as well. Alright. Landed right beside each other. And we've got a bunch over there. Bunch of females. So I think we'll go ahead and leave the hunt here. We got at least down this pass a little bit. And since... Where did that one come from? I think we missed that shot. And now we have 3 there. Kind of glad we missed the first shot. They ended up all together. I might take a picture of that, because that's not really something you can do easily. Get 3 Ibex all in the same picture, because you can't call them in and like take them with the bow like you can with a bunch of other animals. So we'll probably take a trophy shot of that just because that happened. Normally I like to end these videos on a trophy shot anyway, but I wasn't even going to. I was just gonna pick up one of them and end it there. So the male is at the bottom. Just want to get as far back as possible, so that's the one we claim. We got the male. Alright, now let's try to get an interesting trophy shot of these 3. Well, this isn't really what I planned on happening, but couldn't really get the Ibex how I liked it, so I went with that. I'll probably end up deleting the trophy shot anyway, because you can't really see the Ibex that well, but at least you guys know there's 3 right there, so you guys at least know what's going on in this picture. But yeah, be sure to leave in the comments below your suggestions for the next Let's Go Hunting video. Let me know what animal you'd like me to hunt, what weapon you'd like me to hunt it with, and what map you'd like me to hunt it on, and it might just be chosen for the next Let's Go Hunting video. So with that, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see you in the next one.